We are back. Back again with another live stream. Back again with another preview. Arsenal take on Mansfield away at the... I don't even know what their ground's called, actually. But yeah, we take on Mansfield away. Couple of things. Firstly, I expect heavy rotation. Actually, no, wait. Sorry. Where are my manners? Firstly, Spurs. What is going on with your club right now? What is going on with your club? You know what? You deserve this because when you celebrated when Son missed that one-on-one, you deserve this. You freaking deserve this. So I'm so happy that you're getting relegated. There's not a team that I would love more to get relegated than you lot, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys are the worst, man. Celebrating your own player missing a one-on-one because Arsenal could have won the league. You're scum, mate. You're absolute scum. But you deserve that. I'm glad you're going down. And you know what? I hope this is my dream scenario for you lot, yeah? We get to a point where we beat City at the Etihad, we've wrapped up the league, and then we've got to play West Ham. And if we win, West Ham go down and you stay up. But if we lose, we win the league anyway, and you go down. I'm telling you, we will be there. We will be there. And I'll tell you what, if Havertz or Gyökeres misses a one-on-one, I'll be celebrating in my West Ham shirt. I'll tell you that for freaking free, mate. Dickheads. Anyway, on with the show. So Arsenal take on Mansfield away. FA Cup 5th round. I think we've been pretty solid in the FA Cup this year. You know what? Fun fact, actually. This has actually been Arteta's most successful FA Cup campaign since he's won the FA Cup. I think after he won the FA Cup, he'd only won 2 FA Cup games. One was against Crystal Palace at home, and the other one, I believe, was either Lincoln or Oxford away. But even still, his FA Cup record's been poor. So I want to go far in this competition. Obviously, I want to win the competition. I want to win every competition that Arsenal are in. But right now, for me, my main concerns are the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. But obviously, it's FA Cup weekend tomorrow, so the next focus is on the next game. It's the FA Cup. Big up, Chris. Hope you're well. By the way, I saw the fade, man. I saw the fade on Insta. You're looking fresh, bro. You're looking fresh. I actually need to get a little fade myself, man, for my braids. But looking fresh, bro. Big up to you, man. I hope you're doing well. And did you watch the Palace game last night as well? Yeah, man. Facts. Spurs fans are the worst, man. How can you be celebrating your own team miss open goals and celebrating when Man City scores? Like, they're just the worst. Like, you got people like Jamie O'Hara and Abby and them not wearing wearing Man City shirts. Like, they just it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, there's no way I would ever do something like that. It's just unconstitutional for me. Shout out to my Americans. It's unconstitutional, man. But it is what it is. Big up to you, Chris. No, Spurs are actually done. I don't see them winning another game. While West Ham Forest, I do see them winning games. Yeah, I mean, look. I think Bowen. I think they haven't got Paqueta anymore. I think Souček. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They've got bits of quality in the squad. They've got players that don't want to go down. They've got players that actually want to fight for the badge. I think with Nottingham Forest, Anderson. Oh my God, I'd buy Anderson just for that long ranger against City the other day. That long ranger was so. As soon as it came off his little foot, bro. And against 6'6" Donnarumma, bottom corner, bro. That was a beautiful strike. You handsome little man. That was a beautiful strike. I felt like Andy Gray. Oh, you beauty! What a hit, son! What a hit! Take a bow, Gerrard. I literally felt like Andy Gray, man. It was crazy because I was watching the Brighton game, but I had like the City game on like my phone, and I had like the Arsenal game on my iPad, so I was trying to watch both at the same time. That was crazy, man. It was absolute scenes on toast, bro. But yeah, I can see Leeds turning up. I can see Forest turning up. I can see West Ham turning up. No doubt about that. I think the thing with Spurs, they just don't care anymore. Like, I can tell. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to look at the camera and say this. Van de Ven does not care about being a Spurs player anymore. He's done with being a Spurs player. He is done. Like, that red card just proved to me he doesn't care because he knows that if Spurs go down, he can get a bigger move and get more money and go and get out of Spurs easier. Because think about it like this. If Spurs stay up, he'll cost like 50, 55, 60, 65 million because, you know, players are so overpriced and overplayed these days. But if they go down, I can see a Man United, a Liverpool, maybe even a Newcastle, 35 million will probably get the job done because Spurs won't have a choice. They won't have a choice. They'll be in the money they'll get in the Championship compared to the Premier League is night and day. I'm feeling like Kid Cudi out here, man. Big up, Chris. Your rotating lineup should be beating Mansfield with ease. Yeah, definitely, man. Like, I think a rotated team should be more than enough to handle Mansfield. I don't want to see Declan Rice in. I don't even want to see him on the bench. I don't want to see Saka on the bench. I don't want to see. I want to see Gyökeres. I don't really mind if Gyökeres is on the bench, but I don't really want him to play. So I want Rice rested. I want Zubimendi rested. I want Saka rested, and I want Gabriel and Saliba. I want Gabriel and Saliba rested as well. To be honest, I want a full. I want the B team, the full B team. I got my starting 11 on the other tab, so I'm gonna go through it with you guys. I'm gonna do what I think Arteta's predicted. Well, I'm gonna do my predicted 11 first. Then I'm going to show you guys my preferred 11, and then I'll get into the game and the weekend, and you know, it's just like a tiny little roundup because I've got another show later in the evening. But yeah, big up Abdul, big up to the chat. How you doing, guys? Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Trying to build this out. Trying to build this channel. Yes, the channel's not even a year. I think it's 7 months old today, actually. So yeah, trying to build the channel out. Trying to get to 3,000 subs by the time I get to a year old. So if you could give me a like and give me a subscribe, that would help a lot. But yeah, let me get into the my predicted 11 for the manager. I think Arteta will go with this. I think we'll go Kepa in goal. Right back, I think we'll go Ben White. I know he wasn't in training today, but I'm not going to look too much into that because I know he did have a knock, so he probably just like, look, don't train today, but you're going to start on Saturday. And he probably was like, yeah, cool. So I'm going to go Ben White right back. Centre backs, I'm going to go... Actually, no, sorry. I'm going to go Marley Salmon right back, Ben White centre back, and the other centre back, I'm going to go Calafiori. Left back, I'm going to go Hincapié. This is what I think the manager will do. Midfield, I think we'll go Norgard. I think we'll go... I haven't really got that many central midfielders, really, do we? Trying to think who else. Trying to think who else. So, yeah, because Odegaard's injured. Yeah, I think he'll go with Norgard. I think he'll go with Lewis-Skelly, and I think he'll play Zubimendi. I think he'll go. I think he'll go. Yeah, I think he'll play Zubimendi, Norgard, and Eze. That's what I think. Yeah, Zubimendi, Norgard, Eze. This guy will definitely not. He doesn't rotate and rest that much. And then the front three, I reckon he'll go Madueke on the right, Jesus up front, or Kai Havertz up front, and then Trossard on the left. And I'm going to do this is my preferred 11, guys, because I don't like that 11, but I think that's what the manager's going to go with. Not really a big fan of that one, but this is what I think he's going to go with. Oh, this is what I would go with, sorry. So, as you can see, Kepa in goal. The right back slot's empty because this website doesn't have Marley Salmon because he's like 16 and he's not even registered on the site yet because he's only made like 2 appearances. I think 1 appearance in the Champions League and 1 in the FA Cup against Portsmouth away. So yeah, Kepa in goal. I think he's comfortable with the cup keeper. I think it just makes sense. Rest David Raya. Right back will be Marley Salmon. Obviously, he doesn't have a picture, so there's not really much I can do about that. Ben White and Mosquera centre back. I think Mosquera was a bit shaky against Brighton away, but obviously, when you're out of the team, filling in for William Saliba, he got the early yellow card, which I don't think was a yellow card, by the way. And he's still young. He's 21, man. He's still very, very, very young. So, he just needs some more time, more experience, more minutes. Ben White, left centre back. I think Ben White's been unfortunate to be outside of the team. Timber's been amazing, right back and stuff like that. But I think he deserves a start centre back. Calafiori has obviously come back from injury, hasn't had many minutes. Hincapié's kept him at the team, and Hincapié's pretty much the starting left back now, as he should be. He's probably our best left back going forward and going backwards. I just think it just makes sense for him to be back. I'm just going to read this comment. Big up, Chris. I always get it done every 4 months. Sometimes can't be asked going every month or whatever. It's the same when I have a beard. Yeah, bro, to be honest, at this point, I just do my own beard as well. Like, I just got like a razor blade. I do my own beard. I should just get my hair done like once a month, and then I usually I'm actually thinking about just re-going the side so I don't have to get haircuts anymore because haircuts are just getting so expensive now. So I'm probably just going to grow my sides and back now so I can just have a full head of braids now because it's just easier, man. Like the haircut and the maintenance and stuff, it's just long. It's better to just do as much as you can by yourself. And if you can't, then try to keep it as cheap as possible, really. Big up, Chris. I was crashing out fuming when we lost to City at Anfield. As much as I don't want Top Gooners to be happy, I still wanted to win. Yeah, I mean, bro, I was watching the game in my car, and when that Szoboszlai free kick went in, I thought of the Arsenal game that Liverpool played against us at the beginning of the season. And it just made me think, like, bro, they are definitely going to win this, and then they've just gone and done a madness and ended up winning. I think it was 3-1 in the end, or did the Shirky's goal get disallowed? I can't remember, but obviously you lost, and it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. Big up, Chris. At the moment, Dowman's a good winger. Yeah, I think so. I think, to be honest, a lot of people won't like to hear this, but I think he's a generational talent. I think he has the potential to be better than Saka, better than anyone we've got in the forward line, really. I just think he's so special. At 15 years old, well, 16 now, but at the time when he broke through at 15, you could just see the way he moves the ball. He's unreal. Midfield 3, I've gone with Norgard as sitting at the base. And Eze and Lewis-Skelly as the attacking 8s, or Eze as the 10 and Lewis-Skelly as the 8. I think Lewis-Skelly, if he has a good game tomorrow, he could really solidify himself to start as a centre midfielder and be the Rice backup. Because my thing is, we don't really have a Rice replacement. If Rice goes down, I don't trust Norgard to do half of what Rice can do. And Zubimendi, I don't really rate him as high as everyone else. I think he's a good player, but I just think he's been misprofiled again. Like a lot of players that Arteta buys, he misprofiles them. So the deep line playmaker thing, it doesn't work for me because he doesn't have the Thomas Partey progressive football passing IQ brain, and he doesn't have the physicality of Thomas Partey. But he's more of like the Jorginho type, but without the progressive passing. So I think if he's further up in the field, where he doesn't have to think about defending and getting back, then you'll see the best out of him. Like, he's made a lot of like crucial errors this season. I think of Tottenham at home, Man United at home, Liverpool. We gave away the foul that Dominic Szoboszlai scored the free kick. I think there was one against Spurs as well, but we got away with it. So yeah, I think Zubimendi has been misprofiled. But listen, I don't get 15.6 million a year to babysit this squad, so whatever. And my front three will be Jesus on the left because I don't understand why he can't get a game on the left when Martinelli and Trossard are basically poo. They're basically pony. So he'll be my left winger. Madueke on the right. He's got the goal. I think his last start was against Brentford away. Got the goal. He was okay. I think he needs to run the games now. I think Saka, obviously just still that hamstring. I think he's not 100%. So I want to rest him where I can. And Havertz up front. I think Havertz is going to be a very important piece to us winning major trophies this year. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, Havertz is going to be vital. I think there's going to be times where he'll drop into the attacking 10 position and have Gyökeres up front so he can play like a shadow 4-4-2. And for my Pro Evolution people, the SS support striker role. MLS is suspended. Surely not. How is he suspended? Is he suspended? Surely. Hold on, wait a minute. I saw one of the chats come up and let me just read some of these and get down to it. Big up, Chris. I was watching the darts last night. Better things to watch than watch a dead game with dead teams. Yeah, I mean, I watched the game and it was actually a pretty good game, to be honest. It was like a lot of drama, red cards, fouls, just a bit of madness, really. Things you really love to see. And obviously, I want Spurs to get relegated because I hate Spurs, man. They just make me sick. Man. They're just annoying. I would have Salmon or Nichols at right back. I agree with the rest of your team. Yeah, I mean, I wanted Salmon. I can't put Salmon or Nichols on the right back because they don't have pictures on this website. So, but my right back would have been Nichols. Arteta will risk one key player. Just know it. Yeah, and I think it will be Zubimendi. Man. Which is annoying, but I think it will be Zubimendi. But it just is what it is. Big up to you, Chris. Trust me, I already crashed once this week versus Wolves on my channel. If we get knocked out tonight. Oh wait, do you have a channel? Let me subscribe to you, bro. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that after because I'm not gonna stay on the stream long. This is just like a little preview. So I'm gonna be wrapping this up. Not too long, in about 5-6 minutes. But yeah, if you've got a channel, if anyone else got a channel and wants to shout out their channel, let me know. I'm always willing to help out the Mandem. I started with 20 subscribers, so yeah, like anyone wants a channel, wants to promote anything, just put it in the chat. I honestly don't care. MLS is suspended. Yellow against Portsmouth and Wigan. Oh, that's so annoying, man. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't know that. It's like, when is this guy going to get his chance, man? When is he going to get his chance? When is it going to end, Robbie? When is it going to end? Like, when is he going to get his chance, man? Shit. When is he going to get his chance? Like, I really wanted to see Myles Lewis-Skelly in the attacking 8 today. Like, tomorrow, sorry. I really wanted to see him in the attacking role, but this is what it is. Yellow against Portsmouth and Wigan. These yellow card suspensions are so annoying, man. Like, they just ruin it. Oh, I'd put Havertz in the 10 and then Lewis as the striker. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I think that could actually work. Actually, I think if Skelly can't get a game, then just put Havertz in midfield and then put Anus up front. I think that would be all right. I think for me, Anus looked pretty lively when he played against, I think it was Brighton. Should have scored the chip, but obviously Saka got the rebound. But I think Anus looks pretty good, and I've seen him playing on the 21s. He looks pretty cold, man. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I even now looking at my preferred 11, I'll probably swap Madueke for Dowman, but because Dowman's just come back out of injury, he'll probably bring him on at half time. So I'll probably bring him on at half time if I was the manager as well, to be honest. Big up Chris. Yeah, Zubimendi will probably play instead of MLS then. Yeah, well, it's going to have to be, really, unless they're going to play that 6'4" young black kid that's in the academy. I think his name was, I can't even remember his name. He kind of looks like a mix of Abu Dhabi and Aboué, but he looks like the next Thomas Partey in terms of his physicality and stature. But he'll probably play Zubimendi anyway. I don't think this manager has enough balls to play a complete second and third team. But I think there's enough quality. I think there's more than enough quality to play more kids, man. As long as the front three is like Havertz, Jesus, Madueke, or Dowman, because I think Dowman is better than pretty much all of our forwards anyway, to be honest. Big up, Zach. Hold tight. Big up the channel. Big up the General Joe. Big up, everyone, man. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Again, trying to grow the channel now. Let me know, guys. What do you think of my starting 11? What do you think the manager will go with? Is there any player that you want to see? Like, I really want to see that centre mid now. I really want to see Anus as well. Thanks, Abdul, for reminding me. I definitely want to see Anus. I think he's a really, really good, tidy little player. That he deserves more time, man. Big up Abdul. I then put Ibrahim instead of Skelly. Yeah, that's his name, Ibrahim. Yeah. Let me just see if I think it's the same person that I'm thinking of. It's the same kid. He's tall and fucking big as well. He's centre midfielder. He's 18. Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy. Let's see how tall is he? Oh, his height's not even listed here. He's that young. Like, surely, hold on. What's his height? I think he's like 6. He looks about 6'2". Doesn't even say defensive midfielder. So yeah, I'll definitely, and he can play right back as well. Huh? That's pretty cool. Got 1 goal in the Premier League too. Doesn't say, but he looks quite languid. So I'll probably guess he's probably about 6. I'd probably say about 6'2" actually. But that's the team I'd go with anyway, to be honest, guys. Yeah, that's the team I'd go with. Let me know what you think. Big up Roy. Everyone who played against Brighton needs to be on the bench against Mansfield. Great game for Dowman to get some time on the pitch. Spurs supporters meltdown has me smiling all day. Yeah, a couple of things about your comment. So the problem with that is that if they're on the bench, yeah, it's not really a proper rest because they have to do the warm up, they have to do the warm down, they have to do all that extra crap, and I just want them to just. I don't want them to be like, I want Rice at home. I don't want Rice on the bench at all. If you can't win this game without Declan Rice coming on, there's something seriously wrong with the manager. You need to be able to win this game without Saka, Rice, Timber, Saliba. He'll probably bring Gabriel Saliba. I probably reckon he'll probably bring. I think he'll probably bring Saliba. But Saliba shouldn't start though. But if he does, then Gabriel needs to be at home. I don't want Gabriel on the bench. Be a great game for Dowman. I think it'll be a great game for Dowman. I think it'll be a great game for Ibrahim. I think it'll be a great game for Salmon. Potentially even Maldini as well. The Albanian Maldini, but by the way, that's not the Italian one. And yeah, the Spurs supporters are in absolute meltdown. I saw Abby on DR Sports this morning crying her eyes out. You absolutely love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. And if there's one fan base other than mine, that deserves, well, not mine actually, but there's one fan base that I'd like to see go down. The Spurs, man. They are the worst. They are the worst, man. Like, how can you be celebrating other teams scoring against you? It's pathetic. There's no scenario that I would be celebrating my team, my striker misses a one-on-one. I don't care, man. And look, we ended up not winning anyway. So pathetic, bro. But big up to you, Roy, man. Hope you're doing well. Big up, Zach. Arsenal youth setup has me panicking for Liverpool in the next 5 years. I believe Arsenal have 3 or 4 Prem dominators coming up. Yeah, I think Max Dowman, definitely. And obviously Wanyeri, Skelly. Anus looks good. Ibrahim looks quite promising. Trying to think. Salmon looks good. Josh Nichols is decent. Maldini looks okay. And then we've got like players that haven't really featured that well unless you watch the under-21s like Salah, and obviously that Ibrahim guy looks like a mountain of an 18-year-old, man. He's like 6'2" at 18, looks quite big, defensive midfielder, can play right back, can play centre back. So yeah, we've got some pretty good prospects coming through. I'm pretty excited. And then the thing is, I think as well that if we win the Premier League or we win the Champions League or we win a big trophy this year or we win multiple trophies, it really platforms the manager to allow these younger players to kind of come through in the first team as well. Because think about it, if you've just won the Premier League or you've just won the Champions League or both, you can play a 16-year-old, you can play a 15-year-old, and nobody will bat an eye, because it's like that's kind of how Phil Foden really got his chance when you think about it, because he was 17, 18, playing in Champions League games, and City would already been like multiple title winners at this point, so there was no risk in really playing him, really. So I think it's important for the youth to come through by giving them that champions platform, and it allows them to play. It allows the other players to play with more confidence as well. So yeah, great comment, Zach. Big up, Chris. Spurs can have Robbie Keane as manager in the Championship next season. Yeah, bro. Listen, Lincoln away, Millwall away. Hold that, mate. It's honestly like I can't get over how bad Spurs are. They've literally not won a game in 2026. I think out of a possible 30 points, they got 3 points. And you know what's crazy? I was watching Expression live stream yesterday. Bro, man had 35,000 people in the chat trolling him, man. Oh, yeah. Boy, 35. To be fair, at least he got paid out of it. But my God, man, 35 people. He was going nuts. He was shouting every 5 minutes. He was like, no, I'm sick and tired of it, blood. This team's Dodo FC. They got nothing in the middle, blood. I fucking love Expressions, man. He's so funny. Big up, Roy. It's a cup game. Let's treat it seriously and respect the team we are playing. Liverpool lost on a double last season because they played a weekend side against Plymouth Argyle. Yeah, bro, I think you got to look at Liverpool's bench, though. Liverpool's bench is dusty compared to ours, like in terms of real Premier League quality. Like, they've got some good youngsters and they've got a couple of good like bench players, but I don't think they have the quality that Arsenal do in terms of like a second team. I think our second team could finish in the top. I think our second team could finish in the top 6, in my personal opinion. I think more under a good attacking manager, I think our team could finish. Our second team could finish decent in the Champions League. I think our second team could probably win the Europa League, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. Hey, big up, Stag, man. How you doing, man? How's it going? I saw you in on the Irish, getting your Irish breakfast this morning. How you doing, mate? Big up, Roy. Igor in, 3 games later. Igor out. Listen. They were saying like, oh, you know, Igor always wins his first game. He's never lost a game in his first game in charge, and he's going to take over the North London derby. I knew they were going to get spanked. This guy is an absolute bald fraud. Listen, you know me when it comes to managers, man. Like, you've got to, it's not just about, oh, you've done this, you've done that. The Premier League is a different beast, man. The Premier League is unforgiving. We've seen it the other day. Arsenal dropped points to Wolves. Liverpool lost to Wolves 2-1. Man United dropped points to 10-man Wolves. This Premier League is unforgiving. The Premier League is probably the hardest it's been in ages because teams are getting much more. How do I put this? Like the tactics in the lower teams, it's not just the low block now. It's not just Harambe. Like they are playing out the press. They are like super possession football. Like they are. Look at the Brighton manager. I think Brighton played really, really well against us. Obviously, I think we were stronger, and we had the luck of Saka's goal or shot deflecting in and going off the back of someone's bum and then going the back of the keeper's heel. But the Premier League is unforgiving, man. You can't just come here and just think you're just gonna, or because I've won every game, every first game of my managerial career, I'm gonna come and beat Arsenal in the North London derby. No, not a chance. Big up, Stack. Yeah, get the likes up, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's 16 of you in here. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free, bro. Takes literally 1 second. Just hit the like button, people. Helps grow the channel. Big up, Chris. I hear it was the same for us when United played City 2018-19. United lost 2-0 at Old Trafford in April, and all the United fans did afterwards. At least Liverpool won't win the league. You know what? It's just, I'm not sure if this one is probably worse in terms of like what it is, because obviously Liverpool and Man United are rivals, but you're not even in the same city. You know what I'm saying? Spurs and Arsenal are literally right next to each other, so it's different. But I hear exactly what you're saying. I think it's pathetic. Like, I don't want to lose a football game. Like, I don't want to lose a football game. Like, I don't ever, especially if I'm at the stadium, especially if I get out of my flipping house, get my jacket on in the middle of winter, go on the flipping Northern Line, go to Hornsey Road, walk up those stairs, get my seat, pay £10 for some dusty pizza and a flipping lager, just to see my team lose. I don't ever want to see my team lose. And if you want to see your team lose, you need to give your head a wobble, mate. But yeah, big up to you, Chris, man. Jeez. Big up, Zach. I agree. The momentum of a big cup this season will definitely give Arsenal the push to really dominate as their electric prospects develop. Yeah, I agree. Like I said with the Phil Foden example, because you won league last season, I think it allowed Slot to give what's his name, Rio. I can't even pronounce his last name, but Rio that platform to play. And personally, I think he should play more. I think it worked out. Like the goal was scored against Newcastle, the 3-2 last-minute winner. I think you've got a good little player there. Obviously, Slot's under pressure now because of how the season's panning out. He needs to obviously play more of the senior players, but I think he should be given a chance. For me, something I always say: if you're good enough, you're old enough. I don't care how old you are. Like that's why when people are saying, "Oh, Dowman's too," what's the word? Dowman's too young. F all that, man. He's good. He's good enough. Like, he's so good. I've said it a million times. Play that white child, man. He's good enough. Play him, man. Char. He's sick, bro. That's what they don't call him the chumps with Messi for no reason. Big up, Roy. Spurs have to play away to 3 of the top 5 teams in the Premier League before the season ends. Their relegation is a real prospect. Bro, let me tell you something, yeah? Spurs could play Wolves the next 8 games, and West Ham and who is below? West Ham and Nottingham Forest could play City the next 8 games. I'm still backing Spurs to go down because it's not just about the team, it's about the mentality. Spurs have given up. Van der Ven has given up. Van der Ven wants out. Van der Ven wants them to get relegated. Romero, red card, coming back. Van der Ven, see you later. There's no discipline in this team. They don't back the manager. They don't respect the manager. The quality of the squad is not good enough. They're best, like, Kulusevski's still injured. Kudus is still injured. And it's like, where's the individual brilliance coming from? Where's the captain? I don't even know who Spurs captain is because there's no one else. I look at that squad and I think, and I don't even know who would even be the player to galvanize this squad to go, do you know what, lads? Come on, we don't respect the manager, but we need to stay up. Getting relegated is not good enough. We're Spurs, but we're Nando's FC. We need to stay up. I don't know who in that squad. I'm looking around. I'm thinking Xavi Simons, light skinned puppy, Vicario, Doofus, Romero, overrated hothead. Van der Ven doesn't want to be there. Jed Spence probably doesn't give a shit either. For me, I just honestly, if they weren't my local rivals, I'd almost feel sorry for them, but they deserve it. Celebrating someone missing that one-on-one, I will never forgive you for that. You tramps, mate. You tramps. Big up, Stank. Dark side, I gotta go, man. Have a good show. Okay. Yeah, man. See you later, man. Take care, bro. Take care of yourself. Big up, Roy. Expression oozing is hilariously funny. His crash outs are generational, bro. His crash outs are the absolute best, man. And his post-match reactions are even funnier because when the rhymes and all the what's it called? All the little like puns and stuff come out. It's just absolute cinema. It's absolute cinema, bro. It's the best. It's the absolute best, man. Honestly, expressions and chill after an Arsenal winning the Spurs loss is just almost don't want them to go into the championship just because expressions crash outs won't hit as much. And to be honest, I'm predicting this right now. Spurs are going to win the league next season by probably 100 points as well. The championship. And they'll probably bottle that as well. They'll probably finish second. Big up, Chris. Also, Spurs get relegated. I don't think they can cope with the pressure of them expected to go back up. Pressure to be too much for them and they'll be stuck in there. Do you know what? That's actually a good point. And not just that, Chris, yeah? Let's say, for example, at the end of the season, next season they go into the championship and everybody's fit. Bro, sorry, during the summer transfer window, Maddison, gone. Kudus, gone. Van der Ven, gone. Romero, gone. Who else will probably... There's players that will have to stay. Like Xavi Simons won't be able to go anywhere because he's just literally just got there. Trying to think. Vicario, potentially, gone. Who else is in their squad? Sarr, way good enough to go on. I can easily see like a Sarr and a Maddison both going to Newcastle, and then they can give us Tonali. But yeah, they could end up really capitulating. You know, they could really end up capitulating. Well, luckily they can get a parachute payment, but they better stretch that, man, because that parachute payment is only 50 million. That's like half a season. That's a third of a season worth of wages for their squad, man. Big up, Zach. As a Liverpool super fan, I can confidently say 4 major injuries would turn us into a bottom third club for multiple reasons. Why do you say that? Because what? Isak's injured. Who else is injured right now? I think you got pretty much your full squad, right? Other than Isak. I think it's important that if you've got 2 to 3 injuries that you can still cope, but 4 injuries for any top 6 team or any team regardless will really derail your season. Like, for example, if Rice, Raya, Gabriel, and Saliba got injured, see it. Any trophy, see you later, man. Hasta luego. Hasta la próxima. Until next time, man. Because if those 4 got injured, yeah, we'd be fried, bro. We'd be absolutely deep fried. Big up, Chris. I heard the championship are having 6 teams in the playoff next season. Spurs were the team that voted for that. I did hear about this, actually. That is hilarious, man. That's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Big up, Chris. The Liverpool side that was put out versus Plymouth was still good enough to beat Plymouth. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you just get done in the day. That's the beauty of the FA Cup and cup competition. Sometimes, a lot of the time, the better team doesn't win. Sometimes it's, sometimes you could concede a corner or 2 goals in quick succession. Then, you feel the pressure of being the bigger team. You're chasing the game. You get to half-time, you get to the 70th minute, and then all of a sudden, you're in a situation where, we've been knocked out of the FA Cup. I mean, we've seen, Macclesfield knock out Crystal Palace. These things can happen, man. Like, these things happen. Unfortunately, these just things have happened. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the FA Cup. We love to see it. We love to see it, people. We love to see it. Sorry, just lost. I'm just doing some. Big up, Zach. Liverpool United rivalry only exists because Man City and Everton have always been irrelevant, and it's the 2 biggest cities in the north. Yeah, that's true. Because think about it. If Everton were as big as Liverpool or as big as Man United, and City were as big as Man United at the beginning of the Premier League, the Liverpool Man United thing probably wouldn't be nowhere near as big. No, I completely agree with that. By the way, I completely agree with that. That's facts, bro. Big up, Roy. Spurs supporters leaving the home game at halftime last night. Reminding me of 2 seasons ago when Arsenal were 4-0 up at halftime away to West Ham. Their exodus was biblical. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And I think Declan Rice ended up scoring an absolute worldie as well. He scored an absolute world-class long ranger. I remember that. I think Ben White passed it, and then Trossard and Odegaard both went for it, and they both went like that. And then Rice just rifles at the top bins. And it's good because in the reverse fixture, Rice was terrible. We lost 3-0. I nearly lost 4-0, but Rice saved the penalty. I remember that season, man. West Ham, man. But listen, if we win the league, I want us to do West Ham a favour and help us relegate Spurs. So right now, I'm a Forest fan, I'm a West Ham fan, I'm an Arsenal fan for the next, well, Arsenal for the rest of my life, but I'm a Forest fan and a West Ham fan for the next 8 Premier League games anyway. So yeah, come on the irons, mate. Big up Chris. Spurs only have more 10s than forwards. Spurs literally have more 10s than forwards. Where's the wingers and strikers? Kudus and Simmons are the 10s. They didn't need when have Kulusevski and Madison. Yeah, the thing is, Madison, ACL, Kulusevski, I think he'll be back next month or the end of this month. So that's up to Igor or whoever they get in next to figure out. That's not our problem at the end of the day. So hold tight, Spurs, man. Big up Chris. Van der Ven has been slightly overrated. Does not work in the 2 centre back. He's literally a left back, bombing up and down. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think, you know, outside of Van der Ven's pace, he hasn't really got any special attributes. I think he's just got really, 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 really good recovery pace. Like, you know, we all saw a couple of seasons ago when Isak sent him to the shops and he was literally doing like some, I don't know, he looked like he was some Jamaican girl at flipping carnival, man. The way his bum was in the air was crazy, bro. This guy was twerking, bro. It was crazy. Big up Roy. If Spurs go down, what top manager could they attract to the club? Top players gone, transfer fund depleted, crowds gone. Only players looking for a final payday would be interested in coming. Yeah, do you know what? If they do go down, it can end up being a situation like, do you remember like QPR where they had like Chris Sambar, Adel Taarabt, trying to think who else they had. But they just had like a lot of expensive players that they couldn't afford. I think they had Bobby Zamora as well, actually. I think they had Bobby Zamora at the time. But yeah, they just had a lot of players on high wages and they didn't end up staying up. And it just made the club just, you know, I think they're in League One now, but that's what I'm saying. It can just go like that, mate. Like, look, relegation is there's very few teams in the Premier League that if they got relegated today, you know they're coming straight back up and it's not going to hurt them too much financially. I think Man City probably being the best candidate for that. Like, if the Chargers go through and they get that 60-point deduction and they go down, Man City will be back in the Premier League next season. I don't think anyone big will leave. There might be 1 or 2 players that will leave, but I don't think anyone like Phil Foden or like Semenyo, none of them will leave. Like, I think the main core of their players will stay. Big up Jack. Nando's goes down, half their players will leave. Richarlison ain't sticking around. Yeah, 100%. No way. Especially in a World Cup. Well, actually, no. Technically, it'll be the World Cup will happen after the end of the season. So that won't really affect it. But even still, you don't really want to be playing for a championship team anyway. Especially a championship team like you just wouldn't want to. Like, it's just not ideal. Make sure you hit the like button, people. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Big up, Jack. If Nando's gets relegated, Getz will be out before Spurs. Hey, Jack. That's funny, bro. That's funny. That's funny. But you know the funniest thing is, Jack, yeah? Low key, that could actually be true. That's the funniest thing about it. That could actually be true. That's hilarious, bro. Getz will be out before Spurs. That's hilarious, man. Big up to you, bro. So was so sorry. It's so funny. That's so funny, man. Fuck me, it's funny. Salah was rested for the Plymouth game. Not even on the bench. No, that Getz thing got me. No, that Getz thing is fun. Oh my stomach. Oh, that got me. I got me there. I can't stop laughing, man. That is funny. That's funny, man. Jack, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, man, because I need to laugh like that again soon, man. That took me out, bro. That was funny. Pick up Chris. Don't forget the sponsors that Spurs will have gone to. Yeah, like obviously they'll lose sponsorship deals. They'll probably be like, you know, relegation clauses and all these like major teams deals. Like, you know, they'll probably have to pay like some severance fee as well if they get relegated. It could really ruin them. Obviously, they built that stadium as well, and they probably haven't paid all of it off yet. So it could really screw them, man. It could really screw them. Big up, Chris. Roy Keane as a manager, Ryan Mason as an assistant. Well, that's probably what it's going to be. Ryan Mason, if Igor gets sacked in the next couple of games, Ryan Mason will probably be the assistant manager. And to be honest, knowing him, he'll probably end up winning a couple of games and keeping them up, to be honest. I think I heard something that Spurs need to win 3 games and they stay up or something like that, like mathematically. But I think that was about 3 weeks ago. And since then, I don't think they've had any points. So, yeah, Spurs are literally same games played on the same level as Forest and West Ham. So they are, honestly, they're deep frat 5, man. Big up Roy. Wanyeri missed a penalty in the penalty shootout that saw Marseille knocked out the French Cup. Oh, did he? Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I've been watching Wanyeri. I know he got the assist for Aubameyang the other day, but he missed the penalty. Oh, man. Well, do you know what? It's good that he missed the penalty anyway, because at least he missed it for them and not for us. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you never want any of your players to miss a penalty. But if he's going to miss a penalty, you'd want it to be for the team he's on loan for. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, shout out to Wanyeri, man. Leicester from the Premier League champions, currently in the bottom 3 of the Championship. That's all that's mad. Yeah, these things can. This is the thing, man. Like it can. Football relegation is cruel, man. Like 1 minute you're Premier League champions, yeah. Next minute you're having relegation scraps. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You just never know what's going to happen. You just never know what's going to happen, man. You just never know what's going to happen. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. So, boy, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's read a couple more of these comments and I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Hey, fam, that was... Hey, Jack, Jack, man. Jack. MVP of the stream, man. MVP of the stream. I'm going to put that comment right back on the screen, man. MVP of the... You funny bastard. You funny bastard, mate. You funny bastard. That's so funny. That is so funny. My flipping neck is hurting, man. Oh, man, that's so funny, bro. Shout out to you guys, man. Only 27% of teams relegated from the Premier League come up immediately. The next season, on average, it takes a relegated team from the Premier League between 6 and 7 years to get back up. Jesus Christ, I didn't even know that. So that means Spurs have a 1 in 3 chance of coming back, essentially. Obviously, 33% is 1 in 3, but because of Spurs and they've actually got enough quality to get back in the Premier League, I've bumped up to 33%. So realistically, there's a 66% chance if Spurs get relegated, that's them finished for until 2031 or 2032. That's crazy. Listen, that would be so funny, man. Honestly, that would be so funny. That would actually be so funny, bro. Big up to you, Roy. Make sure you hit the like button, people. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. It's free, it's quick, and it helps the channel grow. Please very much. Thank you. Big up, Jack. Bro, honestly, you're the MVP, bro. You're the MVP. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, Jack, man. I need you back in this live stream, man. You are too funny, man. How can man be saying that if Spurs go down, they're not gonna Getz is gonna get out before they recover? That is just that's a peak comment, man. That's a peak comment. Big up to UK. Thanks for all the emojis and stickers, I guess. Probably will happen too. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, bro, I'm about 80% sure that Spurs get relegated at this point. I can't see a situation where they don't get relegated now, because I think for me, the turning point was that Crystal Palace game. For me, that was the turning point. That Crystal Palace game, Van der Ven not interested. Crystal Palace away. Oh, sorry, Crystal Palace at home. They still got piped 3-1. And let's be honest, if the game went on for another 10 minutes, it could have been 5-1 easily. And if Sarr's face wasn't offside, it could have been even worse. Let's be honest. Big up to you, Chris. Big up to you, Lintz. Them man ain't coming back till 2040. Yeah, I hope so as well, because honestly, man, it will be the funniest thing ever to see Arsenal win the league and Spurs go down. Yeah, even if you're like a City fan, even if you're a Liverpool fan, United fan, Chelsea fan, you don't want to see Arsenal win the league. Just for football, let's be honest, the funniest thing would be to see Arsenal be Premier League champions and Spurs to hold that in the Championship. And then not just that, not come back to the Championship for like 5-6 years. And the best thing for me as well as an Arsenal fan, it will make title races easier because no North London derby pressure anymore. This could potentially be the last North London derby for half a decade. Unless you like include cup games and like Champions League. Well, they won't be in the Champions League or the Europa League. So this could potentially be the last North London derby in the Premier League for a very, very, very long time. And we won 4-1. Eze. There you go. Big up Roy. Spurs Stadium is not paid off till 2050. Is that true? Is that true? Someone can someone fact check that? Is that actually true? Is that actually true? It's not going to be paid off till 2050. Is that actually true? That's mad. Big up Chris. We play Spurs soon. We better slap them back, bro. I need you. Listen. The Liverbirds, Van Dijk, and Klopp, Arne Slot. You need to fucking go and beat fucking Spurs. I don't want to be having a fucking paracetamol for them. You need a paracetamol. Relegation could see them go bankrupt. Bro, listen. They can go back to Middlesex, mate. They can go back to Middlesex in the Championship. They move their stadium back to Middlesex and go back to the fucking Championship for like it. And listen, they can go to non-league. They can go to League 2, League 5. They can go to the African League and play the Kaiser Chiefs. I don't care, bro. Just get them gone, mate. Get them gone. I hate them, man. Big up, Jack. We deserve a good laugh. Spurs fans deserve it. Yeah, bro. They deserve it, man. They deserve it. Honestly, I remember when Son missed that one-on-one and Spurs fans were chanting. And I remember saying straight away that if we don't win the league, I hope they get relegated. I was even like kind of saying it in jest, like as in what's that guy called from AFTV? Ty. He's like, "You're a cheat. I hope you get relegated." Big up, Linz. Personally, I don't want them to go down. I love slapping them too much. Yeah, true, but seeing them squirm in the Championship is better for me. I think for them, because I know it will break them. Like, and the expression stream of them getting relegated would be a masterpiece. 50,000 people in the chat ripping them to shreds, man. It would be an absolute masterpiece, bro. Big up, Jack. First time viewer, loving the stream. Yeah, man. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna be trying to stream every day now. Gonna try and do like more afternoon streams as well. So gonna be doing a pre-match warm-up tomorrow, and I'm gonna be doing a post-match reaction. So, and I've got a stream in the evening today as well. I'm gonna have a panel today. So yeah, and by the way, just want to give a message to everyone in the chat. If you want to ever come on the channel, ever want to come on the show and do a live stream with me, just hit me up on Instagram at Darkside Gunner, and just give me an Instagram. Just say, listen, I want to come on the channel. I don't care who you support, whether you support Spurs. Well, if you support Spurs, you're probably not gonna. It's Premier League chat, so it's probably not for you, man. But everyone else who's a Premier League fan or even a fan of another team is more than welcome to come on my platform anytime. So just let me know. Hey, big up to you, man. Appreciate the like, appreciate the sub. It helps a lot, man. It helps a lot. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It's just road to 3,000 subscribers, man. Big up, Chris. We don't beat Spurs. It's the worst than our result. We don't beat Spurs. It's worse than our result versus Wolves. Yeah, no, I agree. Spurs are on absolute free fall right now. Spurs are more open than Bonnie Blue, mate. They're literally Bonnie Blue. Everybody can get a piece, bro. So if you don't beat Spurs, you know what? Actually, in a way, when you actually play Spurs now, actually puts pressure on you because not beating them is embarrassing. So for me, you have to go and beat Spurs. You have to, man. Big up, Roy. Spurs will swap Champions League for the Bristol Motors Trophy, bro. Honestly, literally the thought of Spurs being in the Championship, it honestly fills me with so much glee, bro. I'm telling you right now, if I could guarantee two things: Spurs getting relegated and Arsenal winning the league and the Carabao Cup, I'd shave my beard and braids off on stream right now. I'm telling you, I would do it right now. Do you know what I was even thinking about doing? Actually, I've got a funny video. I'm going to do a short later. I've got a funny video for you guys coming out in about. I'm going to literally do it straight after stream. It's going to make you guys laugh. If we win the league and they go down, that will be the double. Yeah, bro. Jack. Yeah, I'm going to look at the camera when I say this. Title Carabao Cup, Spurs going down. I can see that. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it coming, bro. I can see it. I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna predict this now. Man City will drop points against West Ham, and we'll win our next game against. And we'll be. I think we've got Everton at home. We'll be Everton at home, and City will drop points against West Ham. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Big up, Linz. Just subbed. I'm gonna start making article content soon. Yeah, bro. Listen. Hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, if you want. If you're starting a channel, hit me up on Instagram. I can give you some tips. I started literally in August, and I've nearly hit 2,100 subscribers. You can come on the channel. I can help you promote your stuff. So, like for me, there's enough people out here for everybody to get subscribers and everybody to eat and everybody to do content and collab. So for me, I'm always about helping people out. I've been when I first started, like literally when I started my channel, I think I had 22 subscribers because I actually used to do Street Fighter content. A little bit like I'm talking, this was years ago because my channel was old. I've had my channel for like 14 years. I used to do Street Fighter content like 14 years ago. I used to play Street Fighter 4. I was really, really good, by the way. I was literally I think I was the league below Grandmaster, but was a strong Gale player, strong Ken player. But yeah, obviously switched to Arsenal content. And yeah, I was just kind of going with it up. Arsenal's my passion. So yeah, if you need any tips or you need any like advice or anything, or if you want me to like help promote your channel, just give me a message on Instagram at DarksideGunner. Always willing to help everybody out, man. And I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you liking the video. It helps out a lot. And yeah, big up to you, Linz. Big up Roy. Bonnie Blue is pregnant. She has no idea who the father is. Boy. Boy. I mean, listen, I want to say something that's not football related. Yeah, it's probably going to be a bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. We live in strange times, man. Like, I honestly don't understand the whole Bonnie Blue thing of her like just going around doing what she's doing. Honestly, like if I was related to her, I would just be embarrassed, man. I would tell people that I wouldn't even tell people we're related because, man, it's just sad, bro. Like I think where we are in as a society, it's just sad. Like where we are in the world, like the things that are going on around the world, like with like the war and stuff like that, and things that are going on in America and the Middle East, and just look. Obviously, I'm from London as well. Like the economy, the politics, like all the things that are going on, like it's great. You know what? I'm actually thinking about doing a second channel where I talk about things going on around the world. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a second channel called Dark Side Talks, where I just talk about like news events and just things going on around the world. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up there, guys. I think it was really, really good stream. It was actually supposed to only be 15 minutes, but ended up being quite fun and quite long. I'm going to redirect you to Dan Potts' stream. Make sure you hit Dark Side Raid when you go through. Make sure you hit the like button, people. Make sure you subscribe. Hasta la próxima. Peace. Until next time, guys.